Would you like to sing that angry song with me?
With Music Junkie Press, and tonight we've got two special guys from Madlife. You guys can introduce yourselves.
Angry Phil, vocalist.
Kyle, drums.
Now tell us, you guys are from Los Angeles down here. Now, out of all of them, which is your favorite venue to play in?
Well, this is our first time playing troubadour.
Really?
I've always wanted to play here. Well,
I played here once before, a long time ago.
Okay, that was way before me then. So yeah, I'm a newbie, so I'm excited. So Viper's cool. Let's see, the Roxy's cool too. I don't know, I kind of like all of them. As long as there's like a fun crowd and we just have a good time, that's really all I care about. And the sound is good, so and these guys know what they're doing, so it's alright.
That makes a big difference.
It's gonna sound great.
That is great. Now I think we're all talking about the new CD. We've got the 21st Century. You gotta tell us about the name, Megalomaniacs. And how did that come up? Tell us.
What do you think it means?
Okay, for me, if I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about some crazy, screaming, I don't know, just high energy.
Yeah.
For me, it's probably over the top, you know, and just energy going and sort of just, you know, screaming out on the megaphone, telling everybody. I mean, that's what I took from it when I think about it.
Exactly
and just getting crazy, you know.
That's it.
I love it. We were sitting here in the car talking about the name and everything.
Yeah.
And this is your fourth album.
Yeah. I since I do all the lyrical end of it, I actually I title all the albums as well. So
great.
It gives me a lot of room to kind of grow.
Like and go with it and everything.
Yeah. The first one was just simply called Madlife, and the second one was Music as Harsh as the World We Live in. And everybody in the band's like, why do you want to call it that? No, just work with me on this. And then we started unfolding all the songs, and everybody really got it. And then Angry Sonnets for the Soul, which really just dug deep. And then this one was just like, so.
Another cool thing too is like he's friends with the designer, the guy that designs all the Madlife CDs. Phil will call him up and be like, okay, well this is kind of what I'm thinking about, and this is how I'm feeling, and this guy like draws it out.
What's in here?
Yeah.
So he's just, that's it, and that's why, I mean, it's funny because we were talking about the artwork. We know you guys just came back from Schecter.
Yes.
And we were thinking, we go, yeah, that's going to be a badass logo to get yourselves a custom guitar with the logo on there.
Yeah, I want Spine Dragons.
Spine Dragons.
Yes. Yeah. That's what we were saying. We're saying, you know what? I was the first.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Very first one. I was excited. We were very excited.
There's only 10 of those.
Yeah, that was it. We were very excited about it. Being the first one was a big deal.
I think one got sent to Brazil.
Really?
I got a picture of the girl on my Facebook, and I was like, holy crap. Big giant thing behind her. I'm like,
yeah.
You guys have a family that extends everywhere. That's the best part. And to become actually a family. We talk to people with their interest, and they could be from back east, they're everywhere, and they're telling us what their favorite songs are and telling us about the music.
Got an itchy finger, and I'd like to prove I'm an easygoing little angry tool.
For you guys, what's some of the most influential albums growing up that might have been the one that really took you to push with music?
Mine was Pretty Hate Machine from 9 Inch Nails. That was it.
Nice.
And then but I went all over the place. Like when I was growing up, my parents had me like listen to everything. So it would be from the Beatles to Linda Ronstadt to the Grease record to everything. And then I'd move on from that playing drums when I was a little big kid, and then started getting into like pop music, and then Kiss came along, and I was like, oh my god, this is it, this is what I want to do. And then and then it just moves on from everybody. I just kind of go from.
That's important that you actually had your parents' involvement in getting you to open up your ears to everything. I mean, a lot of times they're so pigeoned into one genre of music that they miss, and then when you hear them play, you miss that with it.
They would kind of immerse me in all different kinds of music, and whether I hated it or not, and they're like, you're going to take something from this, and they were right, I'm like, all right, it's like, when I was growing up, I hated country music, couldn't stand it, and I was around it all the time, but I was like, didn't like it, but nowadays I'm kind of like, okay, and then there's guys that we know that are rocker guys that play in country bands, and they get paid, they're the side guys, they're all from metal or rock bands. So
very true.
It all comes around, you know.
And how about you, Phil? What about your influential albums? Might have just took that turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go a little deeper than Kyle. I'm gonna have to say probably the thing that pushed me to really is Tool. Anything by Tool. That just really hit the spot for me. And then Pretty Hate Machine was something that really influenced where I go now. And then I just started getting into like Rammstein, Frontline Assembly, KMFDM, Strapping Young Lad. Devin Townsend to me is that guy's fucking insane. I've never heard a guy just.
I saw him in the city. Remember? Amazing.
My favorite. I was actually wearing one before I changed to my gear. I was wearing a.
You just you could see. I mean, in the saw in the city, we're like.
Oh, I know. I got to see him twice, and I got to see on the City tour because that's by far my favorite album. And not to say that Heavy is a really heavy thing isn't good, but City, he just. Every time you hear, you just want to go really fast and break a bunch of shit. You know? And recently I've been getting into, really like Five Finger Death Punch. And I really like Volbeat. And I think probably Oomph. I really like Hansel and Gretel. I don't know if you guys have heard of them.
Oh.
I think
you probably have.
I'm shaking, guys.
Always in the new music and everything.
You guys doing an interview?
Yeah.
Now, how about with
Dude, it's all you, man.
Now, can you maybe think about what your first concert was that you went to? That you remember?
Wow, what was it?
Wow, that's a really tough one.
Oh, I know. Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna laugh your ass off too. All right, my first concert would have been Van Halen 1984 when I was a real little kid. But my parents said no because I was too young, and so my first concert was Air Supply.
Oh, snap!
Beat that, bitch!
I can't. My parents were into folk music, and there was no freaking way I was going to see anything that I wanted to see. I'd sneak out with my cousin, who was considerably older than I was, and I want to say. I remember just staring at a lot of leather jackets because I was so short. I remember he took me once to see a movie. It was the same thing. We walked up because it's one of those. It's kind of like Fight Club. You can go back and see in the theater. It was Tommy.
Really? Oh,
He's
yes.
like, oh, dude, let's go and see this movie. I really like it. And I'm like, dude, I can even see over the counter. You know, where you pay your tickets and stuff. This is where I'm from. They still do that. And I remember some lady being throwing up with beans everywhere.
Oh my God.
But I don't remember my first concert.
I'll probably come back to tonight.
Yeah, you're right. I'll be on stage. I'm like, yeah, I remember.
Exactly.
Calling her up.
Yeah.
Is it gonna go down? I can feel you standing. When is it gonna go down? I can hear you breathing there. When is it gonna go down? All my fear is in the air. When is it gonna go down? When is it gonna go down?
Now, what about the tour plans for the album? What are you guys working on?
Mid-August, we'll start with the Pacific Northwest tour. Kind of starts up, kind of goes through like Vegas and up through Washington and just kind of trickles down. We're going to do like a little circle.
Great.
So we'll go out for 2 weeks for that, and then after that come home for a little bit, and then we're trying to work on a Midwest tour right after that. So we just want to stay on the road as much as we can, and we're very much kind of do-it-yourself band, and so we just kind of
Can't go wrong that way.
You can't.
Yourselves.
We've been actually very tight-lipped about what we were going to do tour-wise because we had something really big that was in the works, and the whole thing fell apart at the last minute. And we were like,
I'm so glad I didn't say anything about it either.
yeah, so we were supposed to.
Close.
We can tell you guys because you guys won't tell anybody. We were supposed to be on the Five Finger tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, so everybody was like, because everybody kept asking, I'm like, we got something in the works, we can't say, you know.
Then Warner Brothers swoops in and puts their band in, so.
They're good friends of ours, you know, so
yeah,
whatever, we'll come back around because we played with them before. So.
You guys are going to be coming then through San Francisco maybe then, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, we'll have to get our whole crew down there.
The last time we played there, I don't remember where we played, but it was cold as hell.
Oh, you're right.
We played with Heaven Below.
Yep.
Slim's maybe. Is that at Slim's? I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was at Slim's.
I just remember my San Francisco story because I'd never been there and we had kind of most of the day off, and so get off the bus and we're like, I'm walking around, just went by myself, and I remember a bum is wanting to start a fight with me. And then I'm walking down the street back to the bus. I'm like, yeah, this isn't fun. And then there's a whole bicycle group and they're all whistling at me. And I'm like, what? I was looking for a girl and it's like a gay pride bicycle group. And yeah, so that was it.
I love it. I love it. Well, I tell you, we're going to have everybody get on to Madlife. We're going to all have the CD. That's the order, everybody. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
We're Madlife, Angry Phil and Kyle. You're addicted to music? Get your fix at Music Junkie Press.
Just another day, I can't stand myself. Voices fill the room, I try to find a way out.